Sir, first, let's understand all the slabs and list down the best areas to invest this money in. And then let's go deeper to understand why should we invest in this location? What's the thesis behind it? Okay? तो पहले हर स्लैब के लिए आप मुझे लोकेशन बता दो, उसके बाद हम डीप जाके ये देखेंगे कि उस लोकेशन में खास बात क्या है.
Okay, so if you look at Mumbai in the map over here, if you want to buy something for 2 crores, this part, that is South Mumbai, you have little to no chance to do it. You have to come to the suburbs. Now, in Mumbai, the breakdown of locations is South Mumbai has the most expensive rates, then western suburbs, and thereafter eastern suburbs.
Sir, why is western suburb fundamentally costlier than the eastern suburb?
See, because western suburbs has been always a developed market for communities. The eastern side had more or less, in many parts of eastern side, there used to be a lot of industrial activity, a lot of factories.
Got it.
So like right now we are in Andheri. Andheri West is a developed markets with communities, neighborhoods. Andheri East used to be industrial and factory. And that is now in a way getting converted into flashy offices and whatnot. But Andheri West and Andheri East had the demarcation.
So west was where people stayed and east was where people went to work.
That to blue collar workers, factory guys. Same with Bandra West and Bandra East.
And naturally, it will also result into a lot of blue collar residents over there, right?
Yes, so if you look at the slums, most of the slums are there on the eastern side versus the western side. Okay. Now, if you go by that premise that South Mumbai has the highest rates, then western suburbs, then eastern suburbs, the easiest point to look for a 2 crore home is eastern suburbs. Within that, I will look for a location which is central. And for me at this point, the most central location which is underrated in a way is this one over here. Chembur. Okay. Now why? Okay. For that, let me just zoom out a bit from the map. Okay. This is Mumbai. Okay. It's a small, cute neighborhood, well connected to the major parts of Mumbai. Now, what do I mean by major parts? Okay. When somebody is staying anywhere, where all does he need to commute? One is he wants to be close to the central hubs of Mumbai. Now, this location, if you see, you are close to Bandra complex, and for that, the proof is just 7 kilometers.
Oh, 15 minutes away from BKC.
Yeah, today of course it's a holiday, so there's traffic. But even 15 minutes it will not become substantially higher than what we are talking. Okay. It is close to look at the distance. Distance 18 kilometers, but time taken is 26 minutes. Why?
Why?
Because one key infrastructure project, the Eastern Freeway. What you see over here, one of the smoothest roads of Mumbai, Eastern Freeway, that lands right at Chembur.
Oh.
So you get connected to South Mumbai, you have connected to Bandra complex. The third other part which you want to go to, for most people who have businesses or have jobs, like take a location like Thane. Look at again the distance, and the strength of this location is what? You are 22 kilometers away, but look at the time, 40 minutes. Why? Eastern Express Highway. Very close connectivity to that.
सर इतना तो अंधेरी से मलाड जाने में लग जाता है.
Exactly.
और अंधेरी से बीकेसी जाने में तो 1 घंटा लग जाता है.
So Chembur might not be closest to many things, but its connectivity allows them to reach to that destination quickly.
But sir, then underrated क्यों है ये?
Because Chembur does not have that status yet. Okay, there are no new, big developers with big projects there. Now they've started, but for the longest time, despite it being a very well-connected area, there were all these small stories, local developers doing their thing. It was a self-sufficient market. They did not brand themselves, this is Chembur. Now it is beginning. Why? Because developers have realized it's not a very fashionable address, but it's a great location. You can get to anywhere. Like here, if I want to do even... Look at Chembur to Vashi.
Oh, Chembur to Navi Mumbai is only 22 minutes?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Now, again, it's a holiday, but 22 minutes on a regular working day will not be substantially higher. So, its connectivity, its destiny, superb. So, I think Chembur is a hidden gem, if you ask me. And
सर ये 2 करोड़ में क्या क्या मिलेगा? 1 BHK मिलेगा, 2 BHK मिलेगा?
you will get a 2 BHK in Chembur in many parts, okay? Because if you do a 2 BHK of a size of, say, assuming 700 square feet also, which is very respectable in a market like Mumbai, 700 square feet into 30,000 per square feet, 2.1 crore. You're there. If you do smaller, it works. So below 2 crore, you have a host of opportunities in Chembur. Okay. The other location where 2 crores will in a way work will be a Kurla. Again, like we discussed, the same strengths.
Great location, bad address,
Great location, bad address.
which means underrated.
Underrated. If you're a bad address but you're a good location in a city like Mumbai, that bad address will become a good address.
One day or the other.
One day or other. Because the benefits are so high. People realize that converting the slum or these 5 ugly buildings into one fashionable gated complex can get demand.
What about Dharavi for 2 crores?
Dharavi, of course, you'll get. Dharavi, you'll definitely get. See, the thing is now, Dharavi transactions would have come to a limbo because of redevelopment happening by Adani. But if you had asked me earlier, in Dharavi, a lot of homes which at one point were illegal but are now legal, okay, you could have bought there. And now you get benefits under Adani's redevelopment plan. So, Dharavi, I'll put it this way. If Adani was to sell at 30 to 35,000 rupees per square feet, I will buy it. Because that location is ripe for transformation. On the western side, I would like locations like, I like Malad. As a neighborhood, Malad, for me, if your workplace is in the vicinity, again, very good, not great connectivity, but it has a USP in something else. Jobs, offices. So, just to give you a breakdown, why I think these locations will gain. Office stock in Mumbai, just see the breakdown. Where are the offices? Andheri, Powai have 24 million square feet of offices. Next after that is Malad and Goregaon. So if your workplace is in Malad or Goregaon, you are in that vicinity, you are self-sufficient. And there are still options of below 2 crores here. It may not be the greatest home, the biggest home, but it's an opportunity for you. And after that, the one location which I think people are not respecting enough is Borivali.
मुझे बताओ कि बोरीवली में ऐसी क्या खास बात है? बोरीवली तो आउटस्कर्ट्स में है.
See, it's in the outskirts, which is true. But as a neighborhood itself, it's a relatively planned neighborhood. It has its own, it's like a micro city, but a reasonably well developed one. It has the school, hospitals, homes, a big trading and business community stays there. And they want to be only in Borivali.
Why?
Because, once you have built your circuit, social circuit, you don't want to get out of there. One fun fact is that there is a building in Borivali that has prices of Malabar Hill. And all the wealthy of Borivali want to stay only there. So they want to upgrade, but for them, upgrading is not moving out of Borivali. It's moving into the most expensive building of Borivali. So Borivali is one of those undermentioned locations. Its connectivity, metro, has now come into the fray. It's green, it's peaceful, it's close to the Sanjay Gandhi National Park. Everything that you want, in a way, is getting fulfilled. There was one absence of a mall. Now there's a mall also that's coming over there, which you see over here. A mall also. A prime hospital, one way somebody could argue that it's something on the horizon. But everything else, somebody who stays in Borivali will want to be only in Borivali. So over here, prices today, you will get them at the range of somewhere 25 to 28,000 rupees per square feet. At an average. There are buildings that go 60,000 per square feet. There are homes below 25,000 also. But average, 27, 28,000 per square feet. So for me, these 4 or 5 locations now, if I break it down, Dharavi, Kurla, Chembur, Mud Island, Borivali and Malad.
Okay. Now let's move to the next slab, 2 to 5 crores.
See, 2 to 5 crores, it's a big spread, okay? But if you have to break it down, 2 to 5, in that range, you have most of Mumbai that opens up to you, okay? Now 5 crores in most cities of India will ensure you can buy anything.
Yeah.
Okay. In Mumbai, you can buy a lot of things, but you have to compromise within that also. Okay. Now, within 5 crores, if you ask me one location that is underrated, okay, today you can buy a home, in my view, of 5 crores in locations like Bandra West, okay, uh, Andheri, and good properties I'm saying here, okay, good properties here, uh, Matunga, Kemp's Corner.
Chem's Corner.
So it's on the southern part of Mumbai. And you will also, in fact, get options in markets like Parel. Not Lower Parel, Parel.
Okay.
So to me, this is the belt where you can play 2 to 5 crores, get good addresses. However, one underrated location actually, since we were speaking about, is actually Mahim.
Why?
So Mahim is again that classic case of not a fashionable address, but a great location.
Can you
now,
show
why
me?
is it a great location? Now just look at this beauty. Okay. This is Mahim for you. You have Mahim Bay here. You are connected from here to go to Bandra. You take a left, you get to Bandra Worli Sea Link. You take a right, it goes to Western Express Highway towards the airport. You want to come to via metro connectivity, you have metro stations over there. It's close to in a way, the old center of Mumbai, which is Dadar. It's got schools, okay? Schools, sea, commute. The only thing it was in a way missing is actually a bit like how Chembur was, It's not a very flamboyant address, but it did not get rebranded. At some point in the not so future, if you ask me, the branding will be complete of Mahim. So Mahim and Chembur to me are those two locations which are modest addresses but will become prime addresses if we are to have this conversation in 2030, 2032.
But sir, why Andheri? Because Andheri smells of the Nala. Okay. There is a very big cockroach problem here. Why Andheri?
See, Andheri has this.
Infrastructure is absolutely terrible.
I fully agree with you. Okay. Now see, Andheri, 2-3 years back, I'd compared Andheri to Nigeria. Okay. Terrible infrastructure, no footpath, completely messy, chaotic. You actually start questioning your existence on earth. Okay. But it has that superpower, that network effect of jobs, employment. Like the highest office stock in Mumbai is split between Andheri and Powai. So people stay here, they work here. It's got that vibe of being like an entertainment, vibrant hub. So everybody wants to be here. People come from far-flung areas of India to come and stay here because studios are in the vicinity. So Andheri's superpower is its network effect. And to be honest, to me, if you ask me now, where will I never want to stay in Mumbai, I will say Andheri. I will stay in Kurla, I will stay in Chembur, but I will never stay in Andheri.
Why?
Because I don't know, nothing works over here. I can't think actually of a single USP besides the job. And if I'm not working here, why should I be here? It's so messy outside. The road work has been perpetually on. The footpath, I think I haven't been able to find one spot where footpaths are well taken care of. Other areas of Mumbai don't have footpaths, I agree. But there are many chunks which have it. Andheri is one of the locations where I can't find one good footpath area. So Andheri for me will be like a punishment posting. I love to explore locations and I've stayed in many parts, Ganesh. I've stayed in my life in locations as far in Thane, Chembur, Powai, Pali Hill, Pedder Road, Bridge Candy. I've stayed in the whole spectrum. Okay. But Andheri's West will be one location I will never experiment with. Whenever I go here, it is the location that I'll say, boss, enough, rush back home.
Understood. Now let's move to the 5 to 10 crore bracket. So between 2 to 5 crores, best locations to look out for are Bandra West, Andheri, Matunga, Kemp's Corner and Parel. What about 5 to 10 crores?
5 to 10 crores, your spectrum becomes very wide, as you would expect. If you ask me 5 to 10 crores, a value purchase today, okay, value purchase, will be a location like Cuff Parade.
Cuff Parade.
Yes.
Why?
See, Cuff Parade is here.
We're talking in terms of appreciation value, right, sir?
Appreciation value. Okay. Now again, overall my view on Mumbai real estate is that you will not get much appreciation. Within that vicinity,
When you say much appreciation, what do you mean?
see, Mumbai is in that zone where you will now at best get, in a good year, you will see appreciation of 10%. Okay. Most of them will see below 5% or even lesser. And the true test in real estate of your strength of your investment is when you realize the value of a home only after trying to sell it. Not what your broker tells you your value. Tell him I want to sell it. Now tell me. Because what the broker tells you is the value of your apartment, and what is the true value of your apartment, if you tell him to sell, can be widely divergent.
Understood.
Okay. And the only thing tougher than buying a home is actually selling a home. So you'll get that test there. Okay. So Cuff Parade for me, if you look at this neighborhood, okay. Once upon a time, it was super prime.
Okay.
Why? Close to South Mumbai, the major parts, Nariman Point, Fort, etc. Okay. Then it got its importance receded as the Mumbai went northwards towards BKC. Okay. And this became one corner of Mumbai. Now rates over there have remained unchanged for the last 10 to 12 years.
Then why would I invest over there?
Because that time it was losing its importance. Now it is regaining its importance. Why? Because now infrastructure has allowed you to get the coastal route back towards Cuff Parade. Nariman Point and all are in a way getting set for a revival. Okay. Fort also. The buildings may not change, but that companies that were leaving it, they are willing to come back. I think so. Cuff Parade will become a good address. Okay. Will become a good address to put money in. And they have good residential options there. Okay. 5 to 10 crores, host of options. After that, where you can make money, in my view, will be, let's see, Malabar Hill. Okay. Now, one big myth about Malabar Hill is that it is super expensive. It's a myth.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, people look at the headline number of 2 buildings or 3 buildings. 1,30,000 per square feet, 1,20,000 per square feet. It's not as expensive as people make it out to be. Today also you get homes over there for 60,000 rupees per square feet, which is, if you come to think of it, it's 20% more than Lower Parel. It's an old building, but the play in Malabar Hill, according to me, is redevelopment. Malabar Hill will go in for a redevelopment wave, and you will get a lot of good offers over there because it's consuming very less FSI at this point. And now with the FSI levels have got ramped up, the earlier owners will get good size apartments in the next one.
Understood.
So this is also actually one of those big myths of Mumbai real estate which have percolated, that Malabar Hill is too expensive. It's not that expensive. And the proof of that is, today its rates over here in many parts will be almost on par with Bandra West. But Malabar Hill had that status. It has that, what do I call it? Prestige. So then after that, 5 to 10 crore segment, if you get a good opportunity in Bandra West good project, where I think you will get good opportunity in the next 2 years to buy.
Why?
See, because Bandra West is now going through the crisis that had gripped Lower Parel between 2014 to 2020.
What do you mean?
It means that there is too much luxury in one micro market that cannot absorb it.
Okay.
The luxury, if you do in mass volume, you will always have a struggle to sell it. Lower Parel worked with that scenario. No, everybody will come to here only. Every apartment over 5 crores, 7 crores. It didn't work, and it went through a brutal pain period for 6 to 7 years. Bandra, barring those seafront properties, and even within seafront, the seafront that are made by good developers and all, barring that, you remove those, you will see many developers who will struggle to sell because the purpose of luxury, like I said, is people don't mind paying extra but they want to be sure what they're buying. So they will be able to offer deals at this point.
And about 10 crores, if you were to make recommendations of 3 places, which 3 places would you pick?
So Ganesh, Worli for me will be the above 10 crore segment. Okay.
Why?
See, because Worli is the new Malabar Hill. By 2030, Worli would have comprehensively beaten Malabar Hill to be the top location of Mumbai. And this is after Malabar Hill ruling the roost for almost 150 years. It's been king for 150 years. Because again, look at where it is. It is at this zone here where you go one in front of the sea, coastal road connectivity.
We're talking about Malabar Hill, right?
No, Worli. This is Worli. Okay. You have coastal road connectivity, as you can see here. That takes you to Bandra. At the same time, you have the coastal road that takes you to Narman Point, to Marine Drive. So your road connectivity is sorted to on both ends. The third end, which is supposed to be that Shivri-Worli connector, which will take you to New Bombay, that will also get sorted with this. So road connectivity fully done. Above that, it has great social infra. You have your malls, all close by. You have the largest open spaces, the two of them, the Coastal Road Promenade and the Mahalakshmi Race Course close by. It has a sea. So there is nothing today that Worli does not have. The only thing, in a way, if somebody was to say is that it doesn't have newer buildings which are also being addressed now. Because most of the buildings of Worli are the ones that were built historically. Newer buildings are coming in a big way now by top developers.
Okay. If this clip gave you value, please subscribe to this channel so that we can keep bringing you game-changing business insights.